On question number 7, I'm going to graph 3x plus 5y equals 15. I think I'll graph this by finding my intercepts. So my x-intercept, remember, is when y equals 0. So 3x equals 15. So I divide by 3. So x equals 5. What I'll do then is I'll go over 5 on my x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll put a point right there. Now I'll turn around and I'll find my y-intercept. My y-intercept is when x equals 0. So 5y equals 15. I'll divide by 5. Y equals 3. So I'll go up 3 on my y-axis and I'll draw a line between them, which notice I've already had that in there. On question number 8, I want to write this equation, which is in point-slope form. I want to convert it to standard form. Well, remember, standard form has no parentheses. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think it's easier, is to distribute that negative 2/3 in. So I get y plus 4 equals negative 2/3 x. A negative times a negative is a positive. Notice 3 goes into 9 3 times, so 2 times 3 is 6. Now, standard form has no fractions. So I want to clear my fractions. I'm going to multiply everything by 3. That will get rid of my fractions. 3 times y is 3y. 3 times 4 is 12. Notice when I take 3 and multiply it by negative 2/3, my 3's reduce. I just get negative 2x. And then finally, 3 times 6 is 18. Now I want my x's on the same side as my y's. So I think what I'll do is I'll add 2x to both sides. So then we'll say 2x plus 3y plus 12 equals 18. Well, I want to get rid of that 12, so the opposite of adding 12, I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. And then we'll get 2x plus 3y equals 6. And there is my solution in standard form. On question number 9, I want to write the point-slope form of an equation that has an x-intercept of 3. Well, remember, x-intercept of negative 3 means negative 3, 0. Y-intercept of negative 2 means 0, negative 2. Now I got two ordered pairs. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the slope between these 2 points. So then I'll say 0, or actually I'll put the second first. I'll say negative 2 minus 0 over 0 minus a negative 3. So then I'll go negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2, and 0 plus 3 is 3. Remember when I write in point-slope form, so I say y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I think I will use the point negative 3 is 0. So I'm going to say y minus 0 equals my slope, which is negative 2/3 times x minus a negative 3. I'll simplify that a tad. I'll just say y equals negative 2/3 times x plus 3. Don't distribute the negative 2/3, because if you do that, you would actually put it into slope-intercept form, and I didn't ask for that. I asked for a point-slope form. And obviously, or hopefully it's obvious at least, instead of writing 0, I wrote negative 2, and instead of writing negative 3, I wrote 0. That would be equally correct. Okay. On number 14, I want to write an equation in slope-intercept form for the line that's parallel to the x-axis and has a y-intercept of 3. Well, let's visualize that. And so it has a y-intercept of 3. I didn't draw that my graph very nice. 1, 2, 3. And it's parallel to the x-axis. Well, that means my slope is 0 because it's a horizontal line. So it's y equals 0x plus 3, which will just simplify to y equals 3.